Good morning, and we are back home. It was a really long travel day, and we are exhausted today because we got home really late at night. We picked up 3 out of the 4 dogs. Max's parents babysat Maple, and they were going on a trip, so they dropped off their car and dropped off Maple at 3 a.m. that night. So it's been a lot going on, but we're finally home, and I woke up at 8:30. I've been kind of dilly-dallying, but it's almost 12 now, so I am absolutely starving and I absolutely need a coffee. So we're gonna go to Dunkin'. Unfortunately, our coffee machine broke, so I need to kind of shop around online to see what would be the best for us. I'm really hoping to find like something that has like not a lot of plastic in the brewing area of things, and I also need a coffee bean grinder, like either attached or I can buy one that, like, I don't know, because we love our beans. The beans hit so much more different than the grounds. So if you guys have any recommendations, let me know. I did have the KitchenAid like white. It was a one serve with the coffee grinder beans on the side, and we also do have an espresso that we never use. So we want to kind of stay away from espresso. We want actual like coffee, not like espresso shots. But that being said, let's go to Dunkin', get some breakfast and coffee. And today is day 1 of tracking my macros after honeymoon. It's going to be, I think, a very not hard, but like challenging transition from eating whatever you want on the honeymoon for 2 weeks to then going back to tracking. So I have to track. I also need to go pick up our mail from our neighbors. I have some like little doggy toys as well for our neighbor's dog, so I want to go give that. Depending on what my neighbor got in the mail, I'm hoping our holiday cards came. It's literally December 23rd. So if they did come, I want to go to Staples and buy envelopes, write out postage stamp, and send them out immediately. They will not arrive in time for Christmas, but at least people are going to get them for the new year. It's kind of like it says happy holidays on it, so it's not a Christmas card, and then on the back it has like a specific event for each month that has happened in our lives, kind of like a year in review. So that's that. And then I also need to design thank you cards and send out some like thank you cards for our wedding was in July, and then September we had a party, and then we kind of made a registry but based on our honeymoon. Like it says like buy a couple a round of drinks or buy them like a excursion type of thing. So I was waiting until after the honeymoon so I can make a card and have some like honeymoon photos of like the personalized things that people bought for us and things like that. So I need to do that. What else? And just a reset. We have 5 luggages that we brought. 4 big ones, 2 Max, 2 mine, and then my small carry-on. And so we have a lot of laundry to do because we were gone for 2 weeks and there's no laundry over there unless you're paying like hundreds of dollars for hotel laundry, which we're not going to do. So that's kind of on my list today. We'll see how much we get done. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve, which is kind of wild to me. This is going to be the first Christmas Eve that I don't spend with my parents. So we really don't have, we have plans to do dinner and like hang out. And then the 25th, I have tickets to Longwood Gardens. I've never been there for Christmas, so I'm just super excited for that. And then the 26th, we have the Nutcracker Ballet. So there's a lot of really fun things happening for Vlogmas that I'll be vlogging every day for the rest of the week, which will be a lot of fun. And then I am editing and working on our honeymoon vlogs, so that will be up for January, hopefully. Not hopefully, it will be. Like, I need to get that done. I'm gonna edit the next coming days and just have them scheduled so I don't have to think about that, so I can work on January content for you guys. Unfortunately, don't think in February I will be doing any gardening vlogs, and I'll keep that a secret for now. Okay, let's go to Dunkin'. It is so chilly out. My car is saying it's 37, but it feels colder than that. It actually feels colder than last night, and I think last night was colder. But we're on our way. I ordered on the Dunkin' app, and we're just gonna quickly pick up. Unfortunately, the Dunkin' near us doesn't have a drive-thru, so I need to hop out in this crazy cold weather. It's okay. It's like a little it's like a faux cold plunge. Okay, I had my breakfast sandwich, and then I was like, I should probably just go to Aldi, because we literally have no groceries since we were gone for 2 weeks. So I just got food for tonight's dinner, which is just ground beef, sweet potatoes, and then I was like, I'm kind of craving something a little salty, a little sour. So I got pickled banana peppers, and I'm just gonna put that on my ground beef because that's gonna be absolutely freaking delicious. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve, so I'm not quite sure how we're gonna grocery shop. It's gonna be a madhouse. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Max to see what the game plan is. Should we go tonight or should we go tomorrow, if things are even open tomorrow? I'm sure they're open, they just close early. So we can have food for the rest of the week, or at least for the 24th and 25th. So yeah, and then I also got a iced vanilla latte, small, because I can never finish. If I do, okay, well, that's not true. If I eat breakfast with my coffee, I will not finish the coffee. But if I get a large coffee, I will drink on that all day and not eat all day. So, small coffee. Because nutrition over starving ourselves, obviously. I don't know why coffee fills me up so much, but yeah, I'm excited for my first nutritious meal. Obviously, my breakfast sandwich from Dunkin' is not nutritious, but it fits my macros because it's my first meal of the day at 12:30, so I don't feel bad about it. But for dinner, it's gonna be so nutritious with sweet potatoes, yum. My mouth is literally like salivating thinking about it. And then ground beef, and then pickled banana pepper on top. Are you kidding me? I'm so excited. And I don't think I've ever been excited for ground beef in my life until like this very moment. We're back home, and I went to my neighbor's house to pick up my mail, and our wedding album came in. So I wanted to show you guys. I ordered this like 3 weeks ago, I think. It's from Papier. I get my agendas from there too. They're great. And this is what it looks like. You ready? The Josephs. So pretty. I placed all the pictures myself, and I think they came out spectacular. So now it's like a little coffee table book. I also got our holiday cards. So I'm gonna go to Staples now to pick up the envelopes for them. They look like this. Happy holidays, the Josephs. And then I decided to do like a little year in review since it's such a major year for us. We got married, honeymoon, we adopted Maple, so there was a lot going on, and I did a kind of a different event for every month. January, celebrated the new year. February, trip to Disney World. March, Gina's home decor featured in a magazine. April, Winston turned 8. May, Maple was adopted. June, Nova turned 5. July, we got married. August, Jeter turned 7 and we visited the Bahamas. September, celebrated our marriage. October, trip to Jim Thorpe. November, Max smoked a turkey for Thanksgiving. And December, first holiday photos as Mr. and Mrs. So cute. I also quickly designed and ordered our thank you cards for our wedding, like for wedding gifts that we got. I wanted to wait until after our honeymoon. I think I said this before, but I wanted to wait after the honeymoon because a lot of the gifts were honeymoon related. So I wanted to incorporate that. So there'll be thank you cards with some honeymoon photos on it, which is super exciting. That is actually going to be a pickup, so I think I can pick it up today or tomorrow, just depending because it is a holiday. I'm not sure how that works. I'm going to keep checking my email. It's just going to be printed at like a FedEx. But right now I'm going to go to Staples, find envelopes, find my stamp that says the Joseph Center address. So I don't have to write so much. I will have to write like everyone else's addresses and names. And then I need to get postage stamps. Okay, that was actually quite a mission. I got envelopes that are kind of bigger than the card. They don't really have like different sizes. They only had 2 different sizes, and one was too small and this one's kind of big, but it is what it is. And then I got a gold pen. I do have a stamp with it says the Josephs and then our address, so I need to find that. I think it's in the basement, so I can just stamp it. Less writing for me. And then the mission was that I went to 2 different post offices because apparently it's not a good idea the day before Christmas to buy Christmas stamps. Who would have known? But I did buy these like floral ones. This is the only like summery thing that they had for our honeymoon postcards. And then I got really pretty, it's the Virgin Mary and Jesus post stamps for our holiday cards. So I'm gonna work on the holiday cards. I need to go on Zola. I've been using Zola for 4 years now because all of my like the people that we know, we uploaded all of their names, their addresses, everything into that, and I just haven't had the time to export it and actually have it printed out and used for things like this. So I'm gonna go onto Zola now and see how many. I believe there's like 150, but with 150 it's like it breaks down to like less than 100, more like 80 or 90 because there's like families. So we're gonna try to go on Zola. I literally only use Zola for this. When we first got engaged, I was looking at vendors on there for a long time, but so pricey. We never went through with like booking anything through Zola. Oh, look. You're married, Gina and Max. We hope you had the best day. Since you're married now, your wedding page is now Newlywed Life, and the next steps of your journey are right at your fingertips. We're so honored to have been part of your big day, and we're excited to everything. Okay. Guest lists and RSVPs. For guests, we have 175 guests in total, 158 adults and 19 children. I kind of want to export all this. And there's a lot of people that we're not even like in touch with anymore, like 4 years later. So I really have to go through this. I'm wondering how I can export it all. Let's see. Guys, it is now 5:30 and I'm cooking. I have not finished the holiday cards. And in the middle of that, I got an email that our honeymoon thank you cards are ready. So I went to go pick that up. And now I'm starting on dinner because I'm already getting hangry. And all I've had was a breakfast sandwich today. So I'm almost hungry. The honeymoon cards came out so cute. My idea was it should be like a postcard from like traveling. So it's pretty cute. I will show you guys after I'm done and I get the potatoes on the stove. And then holiday cards I'm still working on because I'm missing some people's addresses, which is weird because I know I've sent them stuff before. So I'm just waiting on their responses. For dinner, I'm just making a sweet potato with ground beef. And I'm just going to weigh the sweet potato out. I'm just doing the whole bag of potatoes just so I can have some for tomorrow too. So I don't have to cook tomorrow. You just have to heat it up. So I'm just got done with the whole bag. But I do want to weigh it out before I cook it so we can track. So I'm gonna dump all the potatoes because I need to put the bowl on first and press tar. Oh wait, grams tar, and then I'm gonna throw all the potats back in. All right. Where's my phone? $1,394 grams of potatoes. And now we're gonna cook them on the stove. Okay, I got this big boy here. Cooking spray. I'm just using this 0-calorie butter flavored spray. Throw these babies in. Potatoes take a long time to cook, so I'm gonna put the top on this thing. And actually, I might throw a little bit of oil just so the seasoning can stick. Oh, maybe I won't. I do. I'll try with the spray. Do garlic. I don't think I have any garlic, so I'm just gonna use the seasoning. Just do salt. Pepper. Always put more than less, because sometimes I feel like it's not seasoned enough. And me and my husband love seasoning. I have another big boy for the ground beef. And this we also want to season very well. So I want to put this on low, like between medium and low. Okay. I don't like mixing the spoons, especially when it's raw. We'll leave it in there until the preheat ding ding dings, and then we'll do 5 minutes. Okay, while that is cooking, I have to show you the honeymoon thank you cards. I picked them up from FedEx. I ordered them from Canvas. As always, I do all of my cards in there. I think they're pretty cool. They look like legit postcards, but it's of me and Max. In the photo, And then on the other side it says, greetings from St. Lucia. Thank you all so much for your incredible generosity and love. You truly made our honeymoon extra special, magical. Love, the newlyweds. And that's what that looks like there. And then I put a couple more photos here just to get some color on this side of the postcard. And then of course the two, and then space for the postage stamps, which I do have. They're like floral. Kind of goes with the tropical vibe. It was the best I could do just because they were out of a lot of stamps. I had to go, you know, to another one for the Christmas ones for our holiday cards. But yeah, as you can see, that's my little workstation right there. I'm still not done. And I need to find the list. I know I took pictures of everything that people gave us and all that, so I need to find that in my camera roll and write out to everyone that contributed to our wedding and honeymoon. So that's pretty cool.